Good morning, beautiful people. I am back. Now, let me state something up front. Matter of fact, people, hit that like button, subscribe to my page, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment down below. As long as it's not rude or crude. I've learned about people up over the years. The narcissist abusers will absolutely tear everybody down to make themselves feel better. That's fine. But if it's rude or if it's crude, I'm blocking you. And I don't care how many profiles you make. Just leave one, you're blocked. Leave another one, I'll block that one too. Now, I'm going to talk about my first out-of-body experience. I had read a book by Sylvia Browne. It was like, oh, I'd like to try it. But it wasn't even trying to try it. That somebody's weed eating their yard, so if you hear it up in the background, I'll just try to talk a little louder. And here comes the mail truck. This should be nice with all this noise going on up in the background. Well, okay, I'll try to talk now. And plus the mailman's walking down the street here, straight in front of the house. So my neighbor's Great Pyrenees is barking at the mailman, which is understandable. Who's even mad at the dog for doing that? So, well, I tell you what, we just got traffic for Saturday. Like I was saying, I had read this book by Sylvia Browne, How to Do Out-of-Body Experiences. I was like, I'd like to try it. I wasn't even trying to try it. Well, I had an out-of-body experience. I remember it vividly. But within this experience, when it happened, I was only trying to go to a place that was familiar for me. So that way, it wasn't out of my comfort zone. Well, I had turned around. Apparently, I was trying to get back up in my body. Well, that's where it scared the bejesus up out of me. I don't know how to explain it. I could see myself up out of my body, but then my vessel itself was actually seeing the part of me that wasn't in my body. That's where it got a little scary for me. Okay, let me explain. When I started to merge as one, I see myself like floating up above my body. And there was like this long silver white cord, almost like a umbilical cord, that was attached to me that was floating above and the body that was laying there. My body started to wake up. I was trying so hard to get back up in my body. My body started to wake up, and I looked up, and I could see my other half of me floating above my body. And then I was like, you have got to get back up in your body now. You have got to do it. No matter what, you have got to get back up in your body. So I started to calm down. Because like I said, it's the first time I ever done it. I should have been in more of a relaxed state, but I wasn't when this happened. And I should have probably did some meditation beforehand, but I didn't do it. So, all of a sudden, I calmed down. I went back into a short sleep, maybe 5 minutes. And that's when I realized I was back up in my body. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. It was a little, like I said, it scared the bejesus up out of me. But if you're not prepared for it, it will do that to you. Like I said, I had the intentions of doing it, just not that night. And before I knew it, I was doing it, and I was like, it took me years and years and years before I would try it again, because I didn't feel like I was ready for it. But when I was there, I did it again. And let me state something straight up. I do not just walk up into people's houses and, and do all this other stuff and, like, be nosy around their house. No, that's not what I do. It has to be some place that's familiar for me. It has to be comforting for me. A previous place of a relative's house. I don't go there to snoop around their house or anything. I'm not walking up in the stranger's house having this moment up in their house or anything. I strictly don't do that. So set your intentions, people, before you do this. It could be very bothersome for some people, like it was with me at first, and I refused to do it again for multiple years. But I've done it several times since then. It's how can I say? It's an uplifting experience. It's a spiritual journey, and it will make you see life differently. Not just my near-death experiences, the 2 previous ones I've had before, but it will make you appreciate life even more when you know that deep down inside of you, you can do this. You can do anything that you want to, people. You make it happen. Alright, beautiful people. Y'all come back now, you hear?